for the great care you brought to the nuanced topics in this book. To the inclusive design leaders who contributed words to this book, Tiffany Brown, John Porter, Victor Pineda, Sophia Holmes, Swetha Machanavajala, Margaret Burnett, and Yuta Treviranis. Thank you for sharing your expertise and stories. The Airlift crew, thank you for creating a cover illustration that perfectly captures the essence of this book. Karen Chappell, your thoughtful and playful illustrations bring an important dimension to the ideas in each chapter. Chuck Mosier, you coached me through the hurdles of writing. You endured my messiest thoughts to carve out my key points. Thanks for loving me that much. Molly McHugh, thanks for your eloquent feedback and being my writing soulmate. Rosemarie Garland Thompson, our long chats on misfits and mismatches helped me fit disparate pieces into one puzzle. And thank you for showing me how to write with Dragon when my words were in my mouth, not in my hands. Seema Saram, Patrick Corrigan, Xiaoqing Chow, Sarah Morris, and Chris Woolery. Thanks for your honest edits and remarkable friendship. Irada Sadikova, your compassion and clarity are woven throughout this book. Thank you for constantly challenging me and a generation of inclusive leaders to expect more of ourselves and each other. To the extended community of inclusive design leaders and enthusiasts, especially at Microsoft, thank you for your partnership and support. And finally, to my partner Dawn, the rock that our family is built upon. When I decided to write a book, you didn't even flinch. While I wrote, you shifted entire planets around me so I could focus. Remember when I made you read scores of disparate pages over and over again, and then accused you of not really having read the book? Thanks for thinking that was funny. Our life is made possible by all that you create. 1. Welcome. Mismatches make us misfits. Where did you love to play as a child? Maybe it was a tree near your home, a video game where you battled your way through new worlds, or like me, a fort you built out of boxes and blankets. I've been talking about playgrounds a lot lately. I've been sliding on a lot of slides and trying out a lot of swings. I've listened to people talk about why they came to play and wondered who wasn't able to join in. All this may seem odd for an adult who designs technology for a living, but here's why it matters. Designing for inclusion starts with recognizing exclusion. A playground is a perfect microcosm for learning how to start. Think back to the objects and people that occupied your play space. Try to remember what worked well for you. It's likely there were moments when you were happy to play alone and other moments when you played together with many children. Can you describe what it was that made those spaces inclusive? It's also likely there were moments when you felt left out, either because there was an object that you couldn't use, or because you were ostracized by the people around you. What was it that made these spaces exclusionary? The objects and people around us influence our ability to participate, not just when playing on a playground, but in all aspects of society. Our cities, workplaces, technologies, even our interactions with each other are touch points for accessing the world around us. When we meet those access points, sometimes we can interact with them easily, and sometimes we can't. When we can't interact with ease, many of us will try to adapt ourselves to make the interaction work. There are also times when no degree of creativity will make it possible to use a solution that simply doesn't fit a person's body or mind. Examples of this are all around us. It's the reason why a child climbs onto a counter to wash their hands at a sink. It's why people are left searching for instructions on how to navigate a software application when it's updated with new features. Anyone who's tried to order lunch off a menu that's written in a language they don't understand is in the middle of a mismatched interaction. This is the power of mismatches. They make aspects of society accessible to some people, but not all people. Mismatches are barriers to interacting with the world around us. They are the byproduct of how our world is designed. Mismatches are the building blocks of exclusion. They can feel like little moments of exasperation when a technology product doesn't work the way we think it should.